Andy Stevenson for SevereMMA here at SBG Ireland, standing alongside SevereMMA's 2023 Female Fighter of the Year. We are about 4, maybe 5 months late now, but congratulations on the award, Danny.
Amazing. I thought it was like a wooden thing last year, but he went up market.
Sean up the stakes this year. You know, pulled out all the stops. The SevereMMA bank account is completely dry, but we have these great awards.
Thank you. You just need to get me another one for 2017, like I said before.
Has he still not got you that one?
No.
Yeah, that's not on me. I'm going to just completely shift the blame immediately there, and we'll blame Sean or Graham.
Yeah, perfect. Well, I'll keep on to Sean, and next time I win this, you can etch in 2017 as well.
Absolutely. Look, you spoke with Sean there just probably days ago or a week or two ago now at this point about free agency. Where are we at the moment? Has there been any movement? Is it a waiting game?
It's a waiting game at the moment. I feel like everyone's asking me what's happening, but the UFC know I'm a free agent. My managers told them. They said they're still looking at what's happening between the Contender Series and anything else. So they've said they'll talk to us and just kind of wait and see what happens. So, you know, we're not really sure what to do. The Contender Series starts in August. Like, it's still a good bit of time away before that even starts, and it goes on until October. So I'm not sure what we should be doing. So at the moment we're looking for one-fight deals, as well as keeping ourselves open for the Contender Series or for a UFC contract. So I'm trying to get matched on 2 shows in Europe at the moment. They're not like big promotions. I'm not looking at PFL or Bellator or anything like that, because obviously one-fight deals isn't realistic with big shows. So I'm looking at smaller shows at the moment. Hopefully, if I could get matched, I could get a finish, then I think that'll accelerate this waiting process with the UFC.
And is that the case, that it's a case of, right, this is the timeline, we're aiming towards Contender Series, and, you know, if it doesn't happen, then it's reassessed at that point. But obviously, it seems like I feel like there's a good bit of momentum starting to build behind you, especially online, around, you know, kind of giving that bit of push of like, come on lads, like just sign her, like please sign Danni McCormack.
I know, yeah, like. Look, we're still in April now. The Contender Series doesn't start till August, so I'll happily just fight in the Contender Series. I'll happily go and get another fight, get another finish, and still fight in the Contender Series, or I'll happily take a contract from the UFC. But I'm leaving all things open here, so I'm going all 3 paths together. So I'm currently cutting weight, getting into camp. I'm looking at the 1st of June to get a fight. In the meantime, between now and the 1st of June, worst thing that happens is the UFC say, you're in. And you know, I'll have to pull out of that fight, but at least this way I'm in camp, I'm making weight, I'm ready for absolutely anything that's going to happen between April and August. I'm ready to go, so I'm putting all the odds in my favour, and it's all leading towards the UFC. Like, I couldn't say it any louder. That's where I want to go. I'm not like looking around here. That's all I want.
Yeah, I mean, and I'll just get you to take it one step this way, just so you're in frame. But like, to me, it seems like you are doing absolutely everything in your power to scream from the rooftop to say, I am pulling out all the stops, so my singular focus is UFC. And like, it even sounds like the one-fight deals, is that you kind of saying, look, if you want more finishes, I'll go. Like, my focus is only UFC. I'm going to go get a one-fight deal. I'll get another finish for you. Like, how many finishes do you want me? Is that kind of the mentality?
Yeah, like John said it to me during the week, we need to be undeniable. Like, there's no point, you know, licking our wounds, feeling sorry for ourselves. I haven't got pulled into the UFC yet. Let's just be undeniable. If I keep finishing girls, you know, I'm going to get in. Like, I have to. And if not, I'll have gotten some more finishes on my record, and I'll be pretty happy with that. I think I'm good enough to be in the UFC, so I don't care who I fight. I need a fight. I need finishes. And if I'm not willing to go and do that now, well, why am I even talking about the UFC? So I'm going to take whoever steps up. I'm going to be ready. I'm going to make weight. I'm going to be standing there looking across from someone, and I've got to make this happen for myself this year.
Geez, I think a lot of people would agree with you there, and like, I'm sure it's frustrating. I'm sure you're sitting at home watching these UFC events thinking, that's strong. I could beat her. Like, are you looking at these women who are fighting and thinking, you know, why am I not in there fighting them or beating them, or like, are there any that stand out that you're like, I want to go in and fight them?
Like, anyone that's not in the top 15, like every single one of them that's not in the top 15, I'm better than every single one. If I get into the UFC tomorrow, I'm going to ask for the top 15. I don't need to be hanging around with those girls lower into the market. I'm 34. I want to be a champion. I want to be in the top 15. All those other girls, I can beat all those other girls. I really believe that this year. I've been thinking about the UFC since I started my first fight in Bellator, and I thought, yeah, I could beat her, Now I'm actually look at all these girls and I think, yes, I beat those girls. Like, I really, really believe it. Yesterday they announced a road to UFC for strawweights, but it's all Asian fighters. And there's 8 Asian girls, like 4 Chinese, an Indian, North Korea, Japanese girl. And the minute I seen it, I was like, oh my God, so you're telling me you're going to open up the door to all these strawweight Asian girls? Does that mean I've even less chance getting in? I didn't even go on their records because I don't need to. I know I beat every one of them. If one of those Asian girls pulls out, give me a Chinese visa, let me in the middle of that tournament. I can be Chinese for the night. I can be Asian too. Let me go through them. I don't want to be looking at these girls anymore. It's distracting knowing what I've done and what they haven't done. But that's not helping. What's going to help is more finishes and give me a chance.
Absolutely. Well, look, Danni, I really appreciate the time. I'm not going to hound you with more questions because I'm sure it's quite frustrating. But UFC signed this woman, 2-time Invicta FC strawweight champion, Danni McCormack.
Undefeated forever.
Undefeated forever.
Always the Invicta champion.
Always. Well, look, Danni, congratulations on that award, and I hope to see you in the UFC soon.
Thanks, Andy. Thanks so much.
Appreciate the time.
Guys.